Hey, how's it going, Julio? My name is Byron. I spoke to you yesterday about sending this video over to just give you some tips and tricks or advice on how you can improve your online presence. As you know, it's 2023 and an online presence is really, really important. So let's begin. When your future customers are looking for landscaping services within the city of Houston or surrounding areas, they typically go into Google and search for the terms landscape Houston, right? And what that does is opens up page one, and the first thing that we typically see is the ad section. People are going into Google and are paying for the ads to be here. The nice thing about this though is that you only get charged when someone clicks on your ad. Below the ad section is something we call the Google Maps section. Below the Google Maps section is what we like to call the organic section or SEO. These are the three main ways that businesses like to drive in customers. The whole idea for you though is to see how do we get you within these top two ad spots and then put you in a position where you have like a website that's going to convert this traffic really well into phone calls, form submissions, or a combination of the two. And there are a few tools that we like to use to make that happen. The first is called Google Keyword Planner. It's where I like to see how much volume a certain keyword generates per month. As you can see, landscaping is being searched between 1,000 and 10,000 times per month in Houston. Also, we can see how much people are paying for those clicks. For example, the search term landscaping Houston costs about $1.85 if I'm not mistaken, but a decent conversion rate for paid ads is about 10%. If you're hitting 10%, if you're hitting a 10% conversion rate, it's a really good thing, by the way. All that means is for a landscaping job in Houston, you could be calling your phone. You can have people calling your phone, or you can have them filling out form submissions on your website for just about $10 to $11. Another tool that I like to use is called SpyFu, and it's typically where I go to spy on our competition. You just go here and put in your competition's website or URL, and it tells us all about their ad budget, which is $50. It tells us just how many people are clicking on the ad per month, which is $14, and the paid keywords, the keywords they're paying for. That means, such as, say they have a keyword like landscape, they're paying for that keyword, and that keyword pops up their ad. That's what they're doing. The final step or the final tool that I like to use is called the Google Ad Transparency. It's where you can go, like I said, just put in their website, just like SpyFu, their website URL, just like SpyFu, and you click on this see more ads by this advertiser. And what this does is it allows us to see all the ads that they're running. And what we can do is try to replicate it. This dates all the way back to like 2018. So if they're using an ad from 2018 up until now, that means that ad is performing really well or has performed really well over time. And what we can do is, not steal it, but take something else, take what they are doing really well and put our own twist or our own style on it, and make it our own. Finally, Google has a quality score, for their ads, and what that typically means is they measure it by three things. The first is your ad relevance, and what that means is does landscape, this search term right here, shows up in your headline. That's what this top area is called, your headline. And if it doesn't, Google deducts points. As you can see, Lawn Service Houston does, but Turf Team USA doesn't. And this would be a bad example of ad relevance. And Google deducts points for this, meaning if they deduct points from your ad, it might not show up all the time. So at one point, it can show up on page one at the top, like right here, or it can show up at the bottom of page one, or it can show up on page two. So you have to make sure your ad relevance is really good, that everything like landscape matches your headline. The second thing being your click-through rate. All that means is how often is someone clicking on your ad as opposed to your competition. And there are a few different ways we can get people to click on your ad versus other people. One way is called extensions. These are extensions right here. And you can use extensions for basically, let's say you're for your locations, like you're doing work in Pearland, you're doing work in Sugarland, you're doing work in Pasadena. You can list all your locations down here below using these site extensions. Or if you don't want to use your locations, you can use like the type of services that you give. Say if you do hardscaping services, if you do turf installs, if you do gardening, lawn maintenance, you can use silent extensions to tell your customers the type of services that you do. And the final and most important step is your landing page. This is super important right here. You're having a good landing page is really important. Google grades this probably the most. And they're going to make sure you have certain search terms within your landing page, like landscaping, right? See landscaping right here? If you have landscaping within your landing page, so customers can see it's the first thing that they're seeing, Google is grading you correctly. It's grading you pretty well. Also, they're going to make sure that your web page or landing page is mobile responsive, meaning that it works on cell phones and that it loads up pretty fast. So you want to make sure that you have a good landing page and it's high quality and that people are clicking on it. This is like an example of our landing page. It's not like the exact landing page that we tend to use, but this converts really well. This landing page converts really, really well. So I just went through and gave you an entire process on, the type of tools we use: Google Keyword Planner, SpyFu, Google Ad Transparency. And if you're like in a market to scale your business, you can reach out to me at 832-388-7490. And as you saw, you can be getting leads within a few days for only $10.85 or $11. Like I said, if you feel like scaling your business, you can reach out to me at 832-388-3490. I'm here to help. Or if you want to do this on your own, you can take this information I gave you and do it on your own. Just want to get this information out there. Have a great one.